Orbs. What are orbs? Paranormal believers theorize orbs represent the energy patterns of ghosts or entities. This theory contends each spirit orb can contain the energy of one or more entities. The ghost orbs are believed to manifest as glowing spheres of gold, green, blue or crimson. Conclusions are then drawn in regard to the size and colour of the orbs and what each colour represents or means. Orbs as angelic beings. Well, another school of thought is explained in a Debbie Chestnut's book called Is Your House Haunted? Poltergeists, Ghosts or Bad Writing. And this theory states that orbs are visible representations of angels. Chestnut points out some spirit orbs contain a pattern like a spider web, and a few even contain faces. Believers of this viewpoint cite the predominance of photo orbs taken during special family gatherings, worship services, at spiritual places, or of victims later saved from accidents, and of people who are critically ill. Wedding photographs often reveal orbs hovering over a bride, groom or a newborn. However, if you ask orb zone theorists, these orbs are simply dust particles reflecting light. Those who believe in the supernatural argue the orbs are guardian angels, protecting and blessing their wards. Orbs as spirit guides. Well, yet another theory proposes that orbs depict spirit guides. Many ancient traditions teach spirit guides are beings that have evolved beyond the need to incarnate. The higher self chooses a guide to help you through life. Spirit guides provide comfort, advice and direction to individuals, all in keeping with one's higher purpose. Guides appear in such disparate traditions as Gnostic Christianity, Native American spirituality, and Eastern religions. Believers in the spirit guide theory of orb activity hope the many orbs photographed around people represent their spirit guides. Now, guides rarely appear in corporeal form, choosing instead to communicate through meditation and dreams. People who believe the spirit guide theory of orbs hope they have somehow glimpsed and recorded their unique guide using modern technology. Who knows? This brings us to spirit orbs in photos. Orbs captured on film arouse curiosity in even the most hardened skeptic. Some believers of the paranormal study ghost orbs for clues about their origin, while many dismiss these orbs as nothing more than pollen, dust or moisture captured the instant the investigator snapped a picture. Others aren't so sure. Orbs captured by digital cameras. Now, still and video cameras are commonly used in paranormal investigation. While most of these are digital cameras, some investigators are still old school and they use film and instant film cameras. Paranormal investigators commonly use digital cameras in the hope of snapping a photo of an apparition or a ghost. Orbs often show up in these photos. In fact, the number and the variety of orbs investigators have captured in photos has increased significantly since the introduction of digital cameras. While orbs did appear on traditional film photos, the plethora of orbs captured by digital cameras is noteworthy and has caused many to conclude the orbs are an artifact of digital photography. Well, the confusion of the circle of orbs. The Association for the Scientific Study of Anomalous Phenomena, the ASSAP, has examined this phenomena thoroughly and proposes that the orb zone theory, the OZT, to explain why orbs are so commonly captured on camera. The theory relies on a common photographic artifact called the circle of confusion. Circles of confusion are essentially highlights that are out of focus in the image, which cause an orb. Now, this orb is created when the camera lens is out of focus and the object appears to overlap in circles of light. In fact, Fujifilm themselves, they explain the circle of confusion refers to the measurement of a point of light that falls on the focal plane. That's the camera sensor. When the focal plane lines up with the focal point, the photo subject comes into focus. The Fujifilm website states, it's this point where the light converges, the circle of confusion can then be measured. The circle of confusion created orbs are often grey or white and translucent, although some can be opaque depending on the lighting. Researchers discovered dust bags and other particles can create this illusion as well, and bugs also. Now, since this type of orb isn't necessarily noticeable at the time a photograph is taken, many paranormal enthusiasts immediately believe that the orbs are spirits captured in the moment of time. However, scientists have recreated the same effect by blowing dust particles into areas they photographed, suggesting dust indeed is the common culprit when orbs appear in photos. Orbs are captured not just in still photos, but in actual videos. Now, these are often dismissed as nothing more than insects out of focus or dust stirred up by individuals or air currents, breezes. But some investigators' rule of thumb is, if you didn't see it at the time you were shooting the video, then the orbs are likely explainable and aren't paranormal or supernatural in origin. Others contend that real orbs generate their own light within the orb itself, so glowing orbs may indicate the presence of a spirit, although this is unproven so far. So evaluating energy orbs, dedicated ghost hunters and paranormal investigators, they approach orbs differently than some paranormal believers. Now, using their protocols can be helpful in evaluating any orbs that you have noticed. Orbs in photographs, for example. If you notice an orb in a photo, consider the following. Now, study each picture and dismiss any questionable anomalies, such as those that may be the result of a lens flare, which is dust, or could be, dust insects or a circle of the confusion artifacts. Even if your photo appears to represent orbs, don't use orbs alone to substantiate claims of paranormal activity. Look instead for other evidence that occurred at the same time the orb was photographed, such as an abnormal EMF reading, which is electronic voice phenomena, or personal experiences, and such as sightings or of an apparition, a disembodied voice, or unusual physical sensations. Investigators use photos of orbs as possible paranormal activity, but don't typically use these photographs as supporting evidence of a haunting. Now, are orbs ever seen with the naked eye, such as supernatural? Okay, so some people have witnessed what appear to be intelligent and reactionary energy orbs that move about either inside or outside a home or a building. This type of orb is more difficult to explain away as simply an out-of-focus insect or a light reflecting dust particles, since they're seen by the naked eye. If you can't find a logical explanation for these orbs, such as, I don't know, Ignis fatuus, which is also known as will-o'-the-wisp, which is a glowing light caused by gas combustion from organic matter, or lightning bugs, then there could be a paranormal explanation. As ghost hunter and author Troy Taylor notes, there is a distinct difference in an orb and glowing lights seen with the naked eye or on camera. In his book, entitled Ghosts on Film, he discussed how he and other researchers photographed glowing lights. And he writes, "Were they ghosts? I don't know, but can I say that I believe the lights were paranormal in origin, unlike orbs?" So there we go. Advances, in photography may solve the mystery about the supernatural nature of orbs. As photography improves and paranormal researchers use new techniques and equipment, then investigators may yet definitely answer the question, what are orbs? Until then, it's amusing to entertain one or more of the many theories that abound around orb activity. Who's to say whose theory is right or wrong? In fact, in my own personal opinion, yes, I think many are real orbs, and they definitely are not staged. They're definitely not dust. I think that they are definitely paranormal phenomena. But who am I to say?